What's going on, everybody? Ken Howard with Green Mountain Defense coming at you today to talk about two of the same revolver for some reason. No idea why anybody would have two of the same revolvers. Also, no idea why anybody would be at a fucking gun range shooting. How dare they? Anyway, it's been a minute since we've done reviews because, like, training and shit and competing and podcasting and all the other things we do, we just don't have as much time as we would like to. So we're going to kind of relaunch the YouTube channel brand thing. And we're going to do some different things. And this time, I don't care what you like at all. I'm here to do what I want to do. It's really, really, really cool that way. So hopefully some of you will enjoy the same things I enjoy learning about and caring about. Here's one. Which of these two revolvers should you buy and why? If you've guessed by the title, these are the Ultimate Carry revolvers from Smith & Wesson. And I've got both examples here of the original guns. These aren't the tie guns. These are the original UCRs. One is in 32 H&R Magnum, and one is in 38 Special. Riddle, bigger. Riddle, bigger. So, here's the deal. Which one should you buy? How should we compare them? What should we do to look into them? What kind of things should we think about? What kind of things should we consider? First of all, do we like these revolvers at all? Well, I do. I'll give you a couple of reasons. And I will use this here particular 38 as an example because that's the one that was closest to me. I didn't actually choose which one was which. Here's the deal. They come with upgraded sights. XS big dot on the front, actual rear sight notch in the back so you can see something. That's a good feature for a revolver and is not normal on just about any production MSRP costing carry gun. G10 grips that are high horn, get your hand higher up on the grip. That's a good feature. Chamfered charge holes so that it is easier to load. That's a good feature. And of course I grabbed the 38-2 to load in the 38. There we go. So if you can load moon clips, or if you can load speed strips, or if you can load speed loaders into your chamfered charge holes, that's a really good sign. Right? Easier with round nose projectiles, but that's pretty cool. Somewhere on their marketing on their website, it says something about improved trigger geometry. Cool. Here's the thing. I'll tell you that both of these came out of the box as better than average J-frame triggers. And I will tell you that the trigger on the 32 example that I've had for several months longer is nicer, at least to me. So I appreciate that. And then they've kind of got like a bevel package up here. They've got titanium pins holding the guns together. These are updated, better than average, better than production quality guns. Why should I carry a revolver at all? That's probably a subject for another video, really. But this is my answer to your question. It's real easy to make disappear, right? So I can put that in my pocket, go walk around the world just fine. That's all cool. I could grab a Filster Enigma, throw that on, that's all cool. Very, very good for non-permissive environments. Very, very good for at-home carry, right? We like to carry a gun at home all the times. A 32 in my pocket solves rule number one for me. Rule number one being always carry a gun. So I really, really, really like having that. Here on the table, we have a couple different examples of ways that we can carry spare ammo. We have speed strips. And we have speed loaders. I said moon clips before because I think of my Ruger GP100 all the time, and this isn't that. But you get the idea. My buddy Simon made me these little goofy 3D printed Hickama bobbers with the spring steel clips on the back. If a fella wanted to compete with these guns and shoot them in an IDPA match, which I damn sure will be at some point, you would need to have something like that to carry your spare ammo up on the front. Okay? Look, here's the deal. A revolver really, really serves two ends of the spectrum in terms of end user like preferences. Either a really, really, really squared away, good shooting end user who knows what the heck they're dealing with, or somebody who's very new and needs the most simple operating system possible. Unfortunately, revolver's got a bad rap because every retard waffle at the gun counter leads forward, does something like this and says, "Listen here, young lady, you should probably have yourself one of these here pink little revolvers." And does nothing to explain to her the what's and the whys and the whereabouts of coming to that decision. At the same time, though, just because that is true doesn't mean that some of us can't benefit from carrying them, owning them, etc. They do a lot of things really well. Contact shooting, right? Because there's no reciprocating slide. They do that very well. They do various ammo types really well. We can load really hot or really soft and get through that. That's all cool. That works good. They could take snake shot. So if you like to go out hiking, hunting, fishing, whatever like that, you can have a little piece of snake shot in your gun and go ahead and neutralize one of the devil's serpents. That's really, really helpful to have. And they're super, 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 super simple to maintain in terms of neglect. I'm not suggesting we neglect our guns, but what I'm suggesting is that most of us neglect our guns, if you know what I'm saying, right? So what we end up doing is we end up, putting some ammo on one of these bad boys, and then we just leave it sit forever and ever and ever, and we let it in a sock drawer or something like that, or we put it in a carry system and we walk around, and then we, 6 months later when we go to the range, why doesn't this thing shoot? Well, because it's a freaking Ruger LCP and it's not supposed to have 9 pounds of pocket lint in it, sir or ma'am. That's why this doesn't shoot. Comparatively, though, if we do the same thing with the Revo, we could probably expect the first 6 rounds to actually, or first 5 rounds to actually come out of the gun. So, I'm going to do some content on these guns. Like, I'm going to do the LCRs, I'm going to do the 9mm, I'm going to do the 22s, I'm going to do LCR versus J-frame. We're going to do a lot of stuff on these guns, but first up, we're doing these 2 UCRs. We have the folks from AFR, Daryl Blokey, Brian Eastridge, to thank for kind of pushing Lipsy's distributors to get these revolvers out on the market. To be very clear, I purchased both of these. Well, I robbed a guy from one of those, and then I purchased the other one, but that's here nor there. Bottom line, nobody gave me these guns. These weren't sent out. These aren't marketing show pieces. These are actually in the GMD student training rotation. So if you are a GMD student, which you all should be, greenmountaindefense.com/training, you could probably ask to shoot these guns, and I could probably produce them right out of the back of the truck as it's set up, ready to rock and roll. So, that being said, Lipsy's brought these guns out. They're distributor exclusives through them, thanks to, some in-the-know revolver people. And speaking of in-the-know revolver people, they have a test they like to administer that they like to call the Snubby Super Test. Hardwire, Tactical. Daryl Blokey's training company was sort of famous for coming out with that, him and Mr. Wayne Dobbs. So they've got a little test they like to shoot. They like to shoot it from the low ready, or in an advanced fashion, they like to shoot it from the holster. We'll be doing that today. They like a par time of 3 seconds, 5 seconds, and 8 seconds from the 3-yard line, the 5-yard line, and the 10-yard line, respectively. They shoot it on a B8. You get 150 total points possible. As long as you make the par times 3, 5, and 8 seconds, you're all good to go. So what we're going to do today is we're going to use that test sort of as one of our first baselines to go ahead and judge these 2 revolvers against. They could both come out of the same holster, either appendix or pocket, same, right? So let's see what these guns can actually do in my hands, or what I can actually do with these guns in my hands. I loaded these pretty comparably, right? We got 32 longs running 1.8 grains of tight group under 100 grain projectile, a soft load. And we've got 148 grain double end wad cutters in 38 special, 2.7 grains of tight group, again, a soft load. The 38 still has more chutzpah to it than the 32 does, obviously. In terms of the 32 guns, this one can go 32 H&R mag, 32 long, 32 short. 32 ACP is a no-go. Trust me, I tried it. Hot dog hallway doesn't work so good. Whipsy woozling all over, heading down towards the targets and really giving you trouble. That's just kind of where the limitations are. But you can run 3 calibers in that 32. And this other gun, you can run just 38 special. If we compare that to the LCRs that we'll do later, you'll see the LCRs come in 327 and 357, meaning that for about the same size and weight, I can have 1 additional caliber should I choose it. I don't choose it because shooting snotty calibers and riddle guns really, really sucks. So that's not my choice, okay? In terms of comparing these 2 guns head to head, the actual guns from the factory weigh the same, says the guy who thinks he's right and didn't look on the Smith & Wesson website. I'm pretty sure they weigh the exact same. Go to Smith & Wesson's website, look it up. In terms of how they actually carry in the pocket, Dan and I were talking earlier, and he was saying about what the ammo weighs and whatever. That's true, right? There is a difference in weight between 5 rounds of 38 wad cutter and 6 rounds of 32 long. I'm just not so obsessive to look it up and check to see what that is. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna test these guns, we're gonna run through, we're gonna see what they give us, and then we'll get back to you for some conclusions after we're done on the range. Stay tuned, let's do it. First up is the 3-yard line shot, one-handed. I might have fucking failed to mention that. We're gonna go on the first B8, and we're gonna go ahead and shoot. The first one is 5 shots, 3 yards, and we have 3 seconds to do that. We are supposed to start prepped off the pocket draw. You need to fucking, you can't be that downrange.
Yeah.
That's what he's for. All right. Does this have a delay on it? Sure does. 5 shots, one-handed, 3 seconds. Here we go. Bitch. Does not have a delay on it. Fucking Kestrel, where are you when I need you? Middle B8. 5 shots from the pocket. Stand by. Okay. Got a time. Most of our hits. Push one down into the 9 ring. I did have a light primer strike there, which pushed me to 3.28. But I'm gonna count it, seeing as I had a little light primer strike. That'll be fine for my purposes. This is what happens when you shoot your own reloads, folks. Sometimes you get light primer strikes. I'm not trying to do this uber bougie or tactical. I'm just trying to load this son of a bitch. Makes for great television. Somebody called John Correa and asked him if reloads matter in gunfights. According to him, the answer is no. All right. Now we're going to go down to the 5-yard line, where we have 5 seconds to shoot 5 shots, doing the same thing. And again, we're prepping that draw stroke. Way more time than we think we have, as per usual. Again with the light primer strike, but that's okay. We got a 474. This gun does not generally light primer strike on factory MOs, but I will say it is sensitive to seating depth. We are down 1, 2, 3, 4 total points. It'd be really cool not to get a light primer strike. That'd be like the neatest thing of all time. But it is what it is. Maybe that'll tell us something about which revolver we should choose later on in class. And back to the temp. Somewhere in here. Close enough for government work. You can still hear me down there, can't you, other camera? Wave if you can hear me. Good. Good. And here we go. 5 shots one more time. Don't shoot it. Lord, I want to shoot it. I want to shoot it so bad, but I didn't. Let's go on down here now and see what we got. Push a couple high, push one right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw as per the Hardwired Tactical Snubby Super Test official rules, and I gotta do her one-handed. Here we go. We're going to do that again, various taters. I was talking to you. Don't put the camera in my face. Okay. This thing don't stop having light primer strikes with reloads. This might be a long video shoot. Here we go. 5 rounds, 3 seconds. This is going poorly. Maybe I should clean my revolver.
That might be a good choice.
Oh, look, that's on camera. Why is this going so poorly? You know what's fucking weird? Done this 50 times.
Mm-hmm. Not a single issue.
Not a single issue.
Mm-hmm.
Do it on camera? Problems. So that's cool. Here we go. Bitch should be on Gunbroker in a week. Anybody wants it. Bro, what the fuck? Hey, look at that. $2.99. It counts. Bitch, please. A lot of gratuitous ass pats going on out here as I'm digging for my ammos. It's just all over the place. Whee. Sweet. So that shot pretty well. I'm gonna call that down 1, 2, 3. Maybe a 4th. I can't really read that line cutter, but it's close enough. It's close enough. That doesn't bother me so much. Back here I go to the Cinco. From here I have 5 whole American seconds. And I'm gonna do 5 shots from here. I get to put 2 hands on the gun. And I can take my time. $3.95. I had 5 seconds for that one. So that is well within the acceptable. Shooting halfway, sort of, kind of decent. Shooting halfway, pretty, sort of, kind of decent. Get in there. You get down in there now. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. When you hold the gun right and press the trigger good, shit works out for you. Okay. Somewhere over the rainbow. Alright. So, I have 8 seconds. I have 8 seconds. I have 8 seconds. See if I actually use some of my time. That was me. 820. Because I did the old Smith & Wesson short stroke of the trigger. Actually, wasn't all that bad. That was halfway decent, America. This is what I've sort of been expecting out of myself as I've done this. There's the man with the handy camera. There we go. So, we have a big cluster here. 1, 2. That piece of the jacket's cutting that line. That's not in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That cuts, that cuts, that cuts. Okay, 142, I'm calling that. By the way, you're supposed to be super duper kick-ass if you can even do this in the 130s. So I'm being sort of aggressive on myself, but that's what I expect from me. Not so bad. Let's do that again. The rules. Damn. Drop 2, 270 with a 120 reload. 270 with a 120 draw. Is the actual true thing that I meant to say. Well, that gun actually shot shootishly. Like, I hit things, and the things I hit were like in front of me. Yeah. Yeah. Now, can't I just claim this is the 5-yard line? Fine. We'll make this the 5-yard line, the actual 5-ish yard line. Let's be real, my pacing isn't great. This might be the West Shore 4 3/4 if we're being fucking super duper accurate about it. Okay. Now I gotta shoot 5 shots and I have 5 seconds to do that same task. Here we go. .427. Okay. Skirting around the bottom, but no white space anyplace. Do that, do that. Put the brass in your back pocket so you can reload it poorly and it has light primer strikes like you do the rest of it. That'll all be just fine. You go in the hole. You go in the hole. You go in the hole. Aight then. That father mucker done got shot. He dead. He dead. I mean, all these fellas are dead except for them 42 of them over there. Gun didn't go off. Okay. Top target. 8 seconds. I'm just reminding myself, really. God damn, that was good. That's stupid. See, this is what I'm talking about. 485. I could almost done the drill twice. Not mean. Not mean. All right, let's go down and score that one. Yeah, okay. So we got some blackies, but no white space. So I'll sort of take that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3. That doesn't cut. That's a tear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a 145 out of 150. This is what I've been shooting pretty 142, 145, 146 with both these guns. This is kind of what I have been expecting of myself. So not so bad. Whatever percentage that is, says the man who can't do calculator math because he's terrarded. 145 divided by 150. 96%. Not bad for a little gun. All right, dudes, so last one of these. And then I'm gonna do some bonus content. So I'm having some problems with the 32 reloads, and I'm wondering if it's the gun or my reloads. How am I gonna figure that out? I'm gonna grab an LCR up out of this bitch and see if I can run this with the LCR and see if it has problems with those same reloads. What do you guys think? Make sense? Hatter doesn't want to be on camera. All right, 5 shots from the 3 in 3 seconds with one hand. Is the shooter ready? 277 on the clock. 277. Buck 21. 1, 2. Do I have a double there? What do I got there? That's wild. I have a double right down in there. Neato. Neato burrito. I don't have anything else anywhere else. That's cool. I'll take the accidental double that I damn sure tried, right? Oh, that went great. That was the best speed loader reload I've ever speed loader reloaded. Ever. Oh, pretty good. Oh, pretty good. I'm questioning that double, Dan. What do you think? Is that there or not?
It's there.
It's there? You know me, I'm blind. But, like, honestly, timer read 5 shots, too. All right, I got 5 seconds from the 5-yard line to shoot 5 shots with 2 hands. If you guys think I'm being, like, overly pedantic and saying that a lot, like I think I'm Tom Givens or somebody, I just don't remember things. Here we go. .401. Don't fuck the timer up. There we go. I'm remembering how to do these videos, guys. It's been a while. I think in the earlier beginnings, I was forgetting to show them their timers. I ain't trying to pull no bullshit. Hatter's here. He would make fun of me ruthlessly if I fuck something up anyway. Not that he's not gonna make fun of me ruthlessly for some other shit anyhow. Okay. All right. 8 seconds, Mr. Howard. 8 seconds, Mr. Howard. Where the fuck am I at? Here we go, back here. Okay. 8 seconds. Snowman. Circle on top of circle. 8 seconds. Even with all the bullshit, sort of proves my point that that is a 7-9er 8. So there you go, right? Even with the stupidity and the trigger hitching and whatever and all my faults, I still got all the rounds out of my gun with 2 100s to spare. Now I paid for it in the accuracy department, but you know, shit happens. Here's the deal, guys. This is gonna be hard to score, frankly. You got it on that one. Yeah, fucking do it, guys. So I can see 2 angles of us scoring it. All right, what the hell do we got here? These are not disputable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a cutter all day. 7, 8. 142. All right, there we go. Pretty reasonable. Now we're going bonus rounds. Let's see what happens with that LCR. I paid for it in the accuracy department, but you know, shit happens. Here's the deal, guys. This is gonna be hard to score, frankly. You got it on that one. Damn. Fucking feel like this. So I can see 2 angles of us scoring it. All right, what the hell do we got here? These are not disputable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's a cutter all day, 7, 8, 142. All right, there we go. Pretty reasonable. Now we're going bonus rounds. Let's see what happens with that LCR. Damn. Okay. Got our time. Most of our hit. Again with the light primer strike, but that's okay. We got a 474. I push one right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have a 139. The fuck happened to my pen? 139. All right, we're gonna try that again. We'll get us a average of the 3. Hey, there's a clip all day. Yeah. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Jesus fucking Christ, I haven't done this bad. Like, maybe ever. Like, honestly, maybe ever. What do you think of that? Oh. All right, you guys can sort of see me, but you can see him for damn sure. So here's the deal, right? 632 UCR video. There's a 327 LCR. Why are we shooting a 327 LCR? Well, because we were having light primer strikes with all these reloads I brought out here. And I'd like to know if my piss poor shooting performance and my light primer strikes and all my shenanigans I was having, I'd like to know if those are attributable to the reloads or if they're attributable to the gun. So the best way I could figure is bring another gun out, same caliber. Let's be frank, technically not the same caliber. It's a 327, it'll still shoot this ammo. But point being, let's see what the hell transpires here. So we're gonna go to the head box of the target. We are going to shoot the same drill. So from here, I have 3 seconds to shoot 5 rounds. Here we go. Well, they all went a little right, but they all also went off. You know what, just for the fuck of it, so did that one. Dan, is that the first cylinder of 32 long we've gotten through today without a fucking light primer strike, or am I crazy? Was there maybe one more?
Maybe one more.
Okay. Them sons of bitches are push outs. I can't tell. These would probably all be 1 rings or whatever, or 9 rings. I can't really tell. I don't super care. But now I am really intrigued as to what's about to continue to happen. I'm gonna tell you guys sort of a dirty little secret about this that is a conclusion I had already come to, but I went ahead and spent $1,200 dealer cost to prove it to myself. I knew I liked LCRs better than J-frames before I got here. This has nothing to do with that. I'm just telling you, I like to shoot them better. They shoot better for me. They recoil better for me. Trigger makes more sense to me. All that. So here we go. LCR coming out of the pocket. Let's center these up though, Kent. Yep, center them up. 397, got plenty of time, just for the fuck of it. Yeah, see, I skipped past that cylinder. That was not a light primer strike. That was the difference between a J-frame and an LCR trigger. Holler if you're with me, or if you've ever shot J-frames and LCRs. If you have, you'll know what the fuck I'm talking about. All right, down in here we go, down in there we go, down in there we go. Come on back now, you hear? Yeah, them are all up in that head box. So that's all cool. Back we go. Pants are falling off me without an Enigma. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I've lost a fuck ton of weight since you guys saw me on the YouTubes last. If you've been seeing me on the training range, you've known that. Okay, I should put the orange thing in the center of the brown thing, and I should press the trigger. Well, here we go. 8 seconds. I re-hitched the trigger again. Cool. And again, perfect ignition. Smith and Wesson, y'all might got some spraying to do, like Rusey, got some spraying to do. You guys want to go into overtime on this since I got a little more ammos? Say yes, because Lord knows I do. Here, we'll go over the other target. I don't know why I'm beeping, because I don't know what I'm timing, but sure. I don't know why I do that cool guy spinny thing at the end either. Probably just because I'm awesome. Okay, so like, this one's running. You guys want me to keep going to prove a point? I have a sneaking suspicion that I might shoot every round of 32 I brought with me just to know the answer. If that's something you guys might appreciate. All right, here we go. That was not only a primer strike, that was 6 shots. Man, Schmiff. Pawn shop, 375 American dollars. $40 front sight, $40 grips. Stupid, guys. Like, this might be the one you buy if you're gonna go buy one. This was not meant to turn into an LCR promo video, but the reality might just lie where it lies. All right, it's all the 32 I got on me right now. Let's see what happens. Guys, where are I? Hi guys. We might have a problem here, because see if I can get on camera. Pawn shop raggedy. Ready? That's not supposed to do that. There we go. A little bit ragged out. Some bitch don't have light primer strikes though, now does it? Interesting. All right, let's go see what we got on our head box. No surprise over there, shitload of alphas. Down, well, shitload of zeros, down 1, down 2, down 3, down 4. If I'm counting that right, sort of don't care. Over here's kind of the same. 2 high, couple right, bunch of them in the middle. That gun's running. And LCR 32, top B8, and we're going from the 3-yard line, and we're gonna shoot 5 shots. It's gonna be good, Tater. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 261. 261. Gingerly, so I don't lose my time. Sweet. Buck 24 draw. I can draw these quicker when I'm not trying to shoot at a B8 X-ray. Here's the deal. I'm shooting this only to prove that it discharges, and that's it, right? So even though I got 6 up and I only need the 5, I'm gonna shoot a ball. Okay, so that's a hundo up there. That's a hundo 2 or that's a hundo 3X as a matter of fact. So that's cool. I'm gonna load you up, right? Gonna load you up, right? Gonna load you up. Gonna load you up. And we going back up a couple steps. And we gonna shoot from 5 now. All right. So I have 5 seconds for 5 shots. 32 LCR. Here we go. Damn, bro. All right. 3, 6, 9. 3, 6, 9. Goose strength line. And sure enough. So let's be honest. I'm not immune to the idea that my reloads are the problem. Unless, as it turns out, it does not seem like, I don't know. They don't seem to be the problem. That's interesting. 1, 2, 3, and down we go. Do, 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 do. We're all rotten, buried and forgotten. No one's getting out alive. All right. 5 more shots. I have 8 seconds. I have 8 seconds. Here we go. Don't ruin the timer. Stupid. 455. I pushed one out into the. Did you get that?
Yep.
Sorry. 455. Push one out into the white. That's okay. That's a really respectable score either way. And survey says. Man, Smith. Turns out the best UCR 32 caliber J-frame might be an LCR. That's an interesting idea, ain't it? Let's go down there and score that one with the pen I don't have. Film me jogging while my pants are falling down. Oh, hell. That was good shooting there, Tater. That was all in time. Oh. Hatter was so happy to walk up to the fucking push-offs. Like, I'm walking down seeing nothing but red, and Dan's like, oh, I wonder what might have happened over there. Thanks for your help, Dan. I appreciate you. You motherfuckers. You see that motherfucker? That motherfucker, yeah, I got one of these too. Yeah, he's having fun. Uh-huh. To your point, Daniel. 1, 2, 3. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Call it, Dan. In or out?
I'd say 9.
Heard. 7. I might want an overlay on that one, but you know, I think you're being reasonable.
I mean, it's close enough you could call it.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. I just want it to be. Either way, 143. Okay, so what do we got? Even that, like, I'm over here bitching about a 143, right? So a 143 out of 150 on hard mode from the draw is still a 95%. Maybe I shouldn't be being so hard on myself. Okay. We'll see which one of you people get to watch this video versus that video. You people know you're shaking his head yes. Okay. I have a bad feeling about this. No, I do have some bullets in that bitch. One out of in, silly pants. Ah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So much for that. One in there did not go off. I mean, that wasn't bad shooting either. I got her done in 281, right? I'm over here bumble ass. And here, Hatter, show him that bullet. Or show him that cartridge. It's a cartridge. You can't call it a bullet. Let me see that thing. Okay. I wish I knew somebody that had an associate's degree in firearms technology from SDI who could help me fucking figure out this mess. That's what I get. Check out our sponsors. They are not one of them. Oh, no, I do teach there. Okay, well that's going back to Smith & Wesson is what that's doing. Or it's getting an extended firing pin gunsmithed into it by me. I can't imagine that going poorly. I'm sure that'll work just fine, guys. I might have to hit up, I don't know who, and ask, I don't know what question. 5 rounds, 5 seconds. Damn, that was a tight little group. Jeez, I'm crow. 361, no bullshit. My bad.
Yeah, back up. Got it.
Yeah, there we go. 361, no bullshit. I mean, tight like a tiger in the 10. Tight tiger 10. And yeah, there you go. Aye. I mean, some validation on that group is nice. The gun is shootable when it shootables. Kind of sad though. We got some problems going on here with the gun. It just doesn't want to do gun stuff. All right, it's tater time. Shit's getting tatery up in here. 8 whole seconds. Pushing them out all over the place, jumpy. 178. 178, you're all 558. Did you get that?
I think so.
558. Yeah, so like a lot of them are needing a second strike. You guys should know what that means if you've been paying attention a long time. Oh well, it happened. Total fail. Fair enough. Now we know some shit. Let's go know some more shit and get some more ammo to shoot through that elephant. Redemption? It's about to be a 32 UCR coming out of this pocket. And it's about to get shot at this here B8. I hate to say this, but at this point, I'd call this a W if this thing shot all 6 shots. So here comes 5, here we go. Hundo. Oh yeah. This is just us girls talking, but maybe I had a problem with a certain like number of primers in that batch. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments. All right. So that's a hundo. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 5 shots. That might be a hundo. That might, there's 1 or 2 blackies in there. For real? Now we're gonna play this game. Ain't that intriguing? Guys, this is what happens when you just do like real, honest to God, one take, this is what happens kind of shit. I mean, I'm shooting more like I'd expect to. I'd love to tell you that something feels different in the trigger, or something got worked out, or something happened, or I went back and cleaned this, or I did some shit. I got nothing for you. I really don't know. Like, I honestly don't know. During the shooting of this video, in the back of my mind, I've been like, man, you know, this video is kind of coming out sucky, but also I was carrying this gun yesterday. And now I don't know. We gonna keep on keeping on. We gonna keep on keeping on. And then we're gonna know something, because we know that LCR will shoot them all. So we're gonna shoot a bunch out of this one yet to sort of kind of know. Here we go. Here we go. That was a wild first shot. I spanked the first shot down into the 3. I do believe. 530 though. Almost more importantly to me at this point. For real. There you go. So there's 18 rounds out of this gun that wouldn't get through a cylinder without a light primer strike. And now we're good to go. Let's go score this target. I snatched mediocrity from the jaws of perfection on this one. I just watched myself do that. It is what it is. Since you enjoy walking up to the bullshit so much, why don't you walk up to some of that bullshit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm calling that a hit. Right there.
Yeah. That's
okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, 143. Over 150. Now, dudes, at this point, I was gonna shoot the 38 again one more time. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna post up one more with the 32 down there. We'll see what happens. Also female dudes. It feels like a victory when it gets through 6 rounds, you know what? Crazy. Crazy. Trigger speed don't seem to be a factor. Thanks for your contributions, Dan. I can't tell you how invaluable you are as a commentator in this fucking... Guys, there's 8 rounds left. In the arms of the angels. Carry on my outside. There'll be peace when you are done. There we go. Back to the fucking manufacturer you go. How you doing? Yeah. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna hit a bonus round here with the 38. And I'm gonna show you guys one reason I really like little pocket revolvers. Okay? I'm gonna demo this with the 38. So this is a prepped pocket draw stroke, right? And I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna shoot this guy. High right, 88. Right? He got shot high right, 0, 38, or 88. Here we go again. Dead 0, 89. It's a real good reason to carry one of these Revos. Low 0, 91. Somewhere in the 0, 89. Right 0, 87. Not doing a good job of showing those. 87 on the one shots. So that's pretty cool. Now let's talk about splits compared to transitions. Here we go. $35, $36, $36, $34, $36. Cool. Splits, match, transitions with the little gun. Are they jailblade? Not for me, not with a little Revo. But they are there. Let's go ahead and talk about reaction time to the beat off the first shot with a prep trigger. Survey says 23. I can do that in about 15 with a semi. Let's do it again. 23. I should show you a 23. Bitch. I can't show you 23. I have to show you 22. You get the idea. We're getting there. Not so shabbatory. Wee! Oh no! Oh no! We'll skip load this one. That'll be fun. You guys can get to see a little skip load. That's where we're getting one of these. Ready? Look, I'm looking at you. No idea where that one went. I didn't see any flinchies. Not saying I'm the awesomest Revo guy that ever Revoed. I'm not diving the gun south like George Bush going after the Iranians. We'll work on that in post. That was funnier in my head. Shut up, Hatter. How about doubles? tight double. 34. 40. One more reaction time. 23. Told you I'd show you 23. Okay. And last but not least, I know it's only 5 yards, but get in there. We'll do a little accuracy testing. So I'm gonna aim for the 0, it's 4 3/4, 7/8 yards. There we go. Yep. 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 2 hole in it. 3 hole in it. Once I put the first one up there, I just started aiming for him the rest of the time. Let's go down there and look at that one. That ain't half shabby. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's wrap this bitch up. There. Bonus round. Let's measure splits on an LCR. 29s. Here we go. $31. Oops. There's let's go friggin' see what our score is. All these we shot. Oh, this one went to hell with light primer strikes. I forgot about that. So we'll go out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll do a total out of 7. 139, 137, 145, 142, 142, 143, 143, 991, okay. 1050, 94% is what I've been shooting on the Snubby Super Test. Honestly, I'm given to be told that's a pretty good average. So I'm sort of happy with that. Now we can wrap this up. Okay, guys. I'm sort of shocked here. So I was all ready to come here and tell you guys how squared away this UCR 32 was from Smith. I was all ready to come in here and tell you guys how squared away this 38 is from Smith, UCR. And I was not even ready to have any conversations yet about Ruger LCRs, 327 or otherwise. That ain't how the day went for us. So here's the scoop. Complete and utter transparency. I bet I've got 1,500 rounds through that UCR. I have been carrying it with this here high desert cartridge, 98 grain, 32 long wad cutters from Steve Shields. So I've been carrying that gun. I've been fine with it. I've been cleaning it. I've been training with it. I've been really vibing with it. I've been really enjoying it. Been liking it a lot. Been good in the pocket. Been good out of the appendix. All that's been cool. I haven't had that 38 as long, but you know, here we go, right? So the same guy on the same press loaded all that same ammo. And today we finally ended up in a place where we started to have significant light primer strikes with the UCR 32 gun. So as sort of a control test subject, we grabbed our unknown round count pawn shot Ruger LCR as like a test dummy, right? As like a control group, see what's up with the ammo. I shot as much or more ammo of my own reloads out of the 32 LCR as I did out of the 32 UCR. The UCR had numerous light primer strikes to the point where down there I've got one whole target that I didn't even score because it was getting stupid, goofy pants. I was pressing the trigger, wondering if the gun was going to go off or not. I almost found myself more focused on the light primer strike problem than I did shooting the gun. Put it up, said to hell with it, picked up the 38 gun, started immediately vibing on the 38 gun, shooting in the 140s consistently on that Hardwire's tactical snubby super test. Feeling good on the 38 gun, feeling real good about my 38 wad cutter reloads. Hatter's feeling real good about my 38 wad cutter reloads out of his guns. Same fucking Dylan 550, guys. It's not like the primer seating changed at all other than the adjustment on the shell plate. But again, one gun runs all those rounds, another gun does not. So, what conclusion does that lead me to? Guys, I'm going to get on the beat poops. I'm not sending a gun back to Smith & Wesson. It'll take 7,852 years approximately. I'll be dead or fat again before I ever get that bitch back. And like, who knows? So here's what we're going to know. I'm going to pull the firing pin out of this motherfucker, and I'm going to put an extended firing pin in it, and we're going to see what happens next. That's where we're going to go from here. Meanwhile, we're also going to continue to stack rounds on the 32 LCR, see how we feel about it, and we're going to stack rounds on a 32 UCR, see how we feel about it. Here's the deal, guys. I came here to draw you a conclusion, and I was ready to tell you to pick up a 32 revolver in either caliber simply based on logistics. If you could reload, I was ready to tell you, hey man, if you can reload, get a 32, drive on with your bad self, it'll be great. You can do it real cheap. If you can't reload, get a 38, drive on with your bad self. It'll be moderately expensive, but you'll be okay. That's what I was coming here to tell you. And I was coming here to tell you I didn't think platform mattered. I might have been wrong, right? So at this moment in time, I am comfortable carrying two of these guns. I will carry this 38 UCR without any hesitation so far until it proves me wrong. And I will carry this 32 LCR without hesitation, along with a whole box full of other LCRs, by the way. I've got 22 LCRX, I've got a 22 2-inch gun, I've got a 9mm LCR, and I've got a 357 LCR. I feel great about all those guns. I was about ready to come here and tell you that you couldn't go wrong buying this 32 UCR. Unfortunately, dudes, I'm just not in a position to say that right now. And female dudes, I gotta stop doing that. I can't tell you that. At this juncture in time, I don't know. So here's what I might do. I might carry this one for the pocket because it's got that little boot grip on it. And I might carry this one for the appendix because it's got that little pinky. I might do that, right? I might just carry this in the appendix and live with it either way. But they're all going to stay in that there box, and I'm going to go through a lot more rounds and let you know. Here's something I can come back and tell you very confidently. I could shoot the Hardwire Tactical Snubby Super Test in about a 94% average. I had a fail target over there because light primer strikes and bullshit. And I had one technical fail target that doesn't meet their scoring requirements. Their scoring requirements would only give me a down 10 for a missed shot over here. That does not work at GMD. I shot at a thing and I did not hit the thing, so I accept consequences on that. If you guys are tracking on consequences, it's very simple. If you're not, it goes a little something like this. If something coming out of the barrel of your gun could bring back your child or could keep your child here and you fucked it up, you need to accept consequences. You'll see that training modality throughout all of our classes and all the stuff we put out here, guys. And you'll see us own that shit on camera, on YouTube, doesn't matter, on the Instabooks or the Facegrams or whatever like that. That will make the final cut of this video. I know it will because I'm talking about it right now, so there'd be no way I didn't show it to you now, know what I'm saying? A little bit of forced self-intellectualism and honesty, right? Look, guys, here's the deal. Little revolvers are a very good carry choice. They serve a niche. They do a good job in the right role. I will tell you that revolvers in general can be finicky over the long haul of time if you put them through some paces. Dudes don't run 32 anything out of anything for 1,500 rounds and have it still hang out and do stuff. I can't imagine that it's just somehow dirty and that's what's causing that problem, but frankly, I've cleaned it a couple times. And Hatterer cleaned it last time, so I know it actually got done right. Holy shit. Every time Hatterer cleans a gun, the motherfucker stops working within the next 5 minutes. That's a little terrifying. We should maybe blame Hatterer. Ladies and gentlemen, GreenMountainDefense.com, Green Mountain Defense on the Facebook, on the Instagram, again on the YouTubes, and check out the Sling and Lead podcast. Be really, really, really good to each other. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Do not allow the world to get you down. Get out on the fucking range. Get in the gym. Do something to take care of yourself. Until we see each other again. Bye, everybody. Get out and shoot. Miss you, TJ. Justin, you suck. You've been replaced. Hatterer's better.